I have this unfinished wood hanging sign. It came from the Dollar Tree and it measures 18 by 4.5 inches. I also got this galvanized pineapple from the Dollar Tree. If you cannot find the galvanized one, they also have a wood one, which I think actually may work a little better, but this is what I had on hand. I'm going to remove the platform so I can hold it up against my piece of wood, and I'm just going to round out the top left and right corners of my wood, just marking it with a pen. And I have these metal cutting shears. They're great on metal, but I also like them on this very thin wood from the Dollar Tree. Once you cut that spot, you can give it a light sanding just to remove any splintering wood. Next, I'm going to paint the entire thing with some Wise Owl Goldenrod. You can also use some Wise Owl Dijon. And I'm going to go back to my metal galvanized pineapple and cut it in half using my metal shears. I'm going to use some Wise Owl clear primer on the top part of my pineapple, and then when that dries, I'm going to paint it in some Wise Owl Joshua Tree. I'm going to pick the word welcome. You could pick any word of your choice. I got these wood letters in a pack from Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to be painting them with some Wise Owl black paint. All paint products can be found on our webpage at chalkitupfancy.com. I'm going to set that aside to dry. Going back to my piece of wood, I'm going to take some painter's tape, and starting in the center of the wood, I'm going to add the tape down the board at a diagonal, leaving a small space in between each piece of tape. And then I'm going to go up the board until everything is fully covered. In those exposed areas, I'm going to put some Wise Owl chocolate. You could pick any color of your choice. And then on top of that, I'm going to let it dry a little bit, and then I'm going to take the Gold Dust Heavy Metals Wise Owl paint and just very lightly add the gold shimmer. This is a very light touch. You probably cannot even see it in the video. When I remove the tape, I'm going to allow that to dry, and when it's dry, I'm then going to do the same thing, but I'm going to put my tape in the opposite direction, still going in a diagonal, and then I'm going to cover those spaces in with the same thing. Again, I used the Wise Owl chocolate paint, and then I went on top of it with the Heavy Metals Gold Dust metallic paint. I just wanted a light tone of shimmer. You can remove all of your painter's tape. You want that to fully dry, and once it's dry is when you can take your sanding block and you can remove any areas that may have bled a little bit. My wood letters are now dry, and I'm going to glue them down my board with some hot glue. You can also use some Elmer's wood glue, starting at the top, and I'm going to put the welcome going down. Next, I'm going to use some E6000, and I'm going to glue the pineapple piece that we cut to the top of my board. I add a little hot glue just so it can get an instant cure while the E6000 dries. I'm going to add some Wise Owl furniture salve as my top coat, and I'm applying it with the 2-inch palm brush. This is just going to give a little protection, and it's also going to brighten up the paint after we have sanded it. The furniture salve has many different uses. Once it's applied, I'm then going to just rub it in with a cotton cloth. On the back side, I added a hanger. I like these little picture hangers, and I'm just going to add a good amount of hot glue, and when that dries, it holds it there pretty nicely. Now you can leave it as is, or I'm just going to add a couple more final touches. I'm going to wrap the jute around the top and bottom of my sign. I'm just going to go across it a few times, And at the top here, since the board is curved at the top, I'm going to add hot glue to just hold my jute in place. I got these little buffalo plaid bows from Hobby Lobby. You could find them in the mini Christmas tree section. I'm going to glue that at the top, and then I'm going to add some jute at the bottom. Since this is more flat edge at the bottom, I did not need to hot glue anything. I'm just going to wrap the jute around and tie a knot on the back side. And then there we go, a very easy Dollar Tree pineapple welcome board. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Paint products, tissue paper, transfers, and mesh stencils can all be found on our webpage at chalkitupfancy.com. And don't forget, you can also check out other tutorials over on our webpage. Have a great day.